Welcome to NFL Primetime on ESPN Plus, presented by Dell Technologies. Your new Dell PC gets your holiday to-dos done faster.
Now, Week 11 NFL Primetime. Chris Berman, Booger McFarland, Boog. This really I don't want to say decision Sunday, but we really are starting to get some clues on who are real and who are close to real. Several big games which we're about to get to.
We got rid of the pretenders at Halloween. Now it's time for the contenders to take a step forward.
And, of course, we should tell everybody still in the kitchen, it's coming, are the Chiefs and the Broncos. The Seahawks and the Rams are still, putting on a little garnish. But why don't we start with the most fun game of the day, right?
Let's do it.
And we have the Bucs, first place, at the Buffalo Bills off a shocking loss last week. But if you like lead changes and lots of scoring, you've tuned into the right show. Here we go in the 53rd and final season at the Ralph. Last few games in the old stadium. Open up a new one next year. And boy, even though chilly in Buffalo, Baker Mayfield and specifically Josh Allen provided plenty of heat. First quarter, Josh. No, this should have been a bounce pass like Princeton basketball. Instead, he shovels at Jacob Parrish-Pitts.
Yeah, I understand Josh has pressure, but that is a throw that you just can't make, and the Bills pay for it.
But the Bucs didn't get in for a touch. They do take the lead with a field goal, 3-0. Now it's 10-7 Bucs, second quarter. Allen. A lot of names you're not expecting. Terrell Close Shavers. He goes deep, 43 yards. 14-10 Bills.
Outstanding job by Josh Allen, extending the play, allowing Shavers to get deep, and then he put the pass on the dime.
I don't know if they make electric shavers much anymore. I used to have them. At any rate, Close Shavers. Sean Tucker. And look at, wait a minute, isn't Tristan Wirfs the left tackle? Look at him, Boog.
Really good job. The old Washington counter trey, pulled the tackle, and he led him in the end zone.
Ooh, and 44 like John Riggins. Bucs in front 17-14, but Allen screen under a minute to go and a half to tie a yellow ribbon Johnson. 52 yards. And, no, I didn't pull a hammy. I'm for Todd Bowles, but really, 21-20 Buffalo. Bills in front. Now third quarter. Mecole Hardman, speedster, former Super Bowl hero Chiefs. He can run, but he fumbled the punt. Josh Hayes punched it out. Ryan Miller on it for the Bucs.
Let's remember, Mecole just got signed, first live game action.
Well, and the Bucs take over with great field position, and what happens? They take the lead. Tucker in for the touchdown. Wirfs in front again. Another lead change, 26-21. Bucs go for two, don't make it. Baker. This young man is coming on lately, 24, Cole Bishop. He knows exactly which way to go diagonally on the chessboard. He goes 12 yards and the Bills take over. Next snap. Josh. You didn't see a lot of James Cook in the first half, but you see him now. Short order Cook. 25 yards, 31-26 Buffalo. Told you this was fun. Now, same score for 3rd and 1. Bucs. Mayfield to Tucker. Played at Syracuse up the road. He has 3 touchdowns in Buffalo. 32-31 Buccaneers. Another lead change. And here's another one. Josh. Bang. He's in. They missed the 2, but the Bills are up 37-32. Can the Bills get insurance? Yeah, look at him. It's like a fullback, but he's the quarterback, Josh Allen. 3 touchdowns running. 3 touchdowns passing in a game with 9 lead changes. 9. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills win it 44-32.
We just got to do a good job of, again, not riding the wave. Trying to stay as level as possible, not getting too high, not getting low, starting off 4-0 and we're the best team in the world. We lose 2 in a row when we're the worst team in the world, and it's like we don't want to ride that. We just want to stay here, stay consistent, continue to work hard, put together game plans to go out there and execute on game days.
I thought we moved the ball well. We had a gritty game. We had a good game plan. When you score 32 points, you're supposed to win.
But it's funny. You and I commented when the 2 coaches, Sean McDermott and Todd Bowles, 2 very good coaches, obviously shook hands. They were going, we gave up 70-something points with 9 lead changes in this game. I mean, it was a fun game to watch, except if you're defensive. Look, Buffalo, they had problem running the ball, right, with Vita Vea and those guys in there. but this was the classic. We're okay. Everybody eats, and there were names. Gabe Davis came back. I mean, as long as Josh Allen is the one cooking the meal so that everyone eats.
Without a doubt, Boom. I think you saw the best and the worst of the Bills. The best of the Bills is Josh Allen. 3 touchdowns, throwing, 3 running. Him being the MVP of the league, moving around in the pocket, getting guys open, throwing the football down the field. You saw MVP Josh Allen put the cape on offense, and they put up 44 points. I think you saw the worst of the Bills when they gave up 200 yards rushing. But in the end, they understand who they are. They don't give up big plays on defense usually, and they know they have the best player in the world at the position in the quarterback. He's 6'5", he's 240 pounds, and they realize as long as he's on the field, they can win these football games. It was an outstanding virtuoso performance from the reigning MVP.
Look, the Bucs is kind of a microcosm of their season, although they won a lot of these games when they're coming from behind late and getting the lead again. So you heard Todd Bowles say it, 32 points. We saw them recover the one fumble pump by Mecole Hardman. But, again, I mean, I hate to go first to that because they ran for 200 yards. Tucker was great, Wirfs, et cetera. But they gave up so many yards on special teams. That's been a problem all year. And against a team like Buffalo, you can't give them freebies.
Boom, think about this. Today they gave up 240 yards in the return to Buffalo. In the last 2 weeks, 72 points, almost 900 yards of offense the defense has given up. You can't win many football games in this league like that. When you score 32 in this league, you're supposed to win.
Yep.
And Todd Bowles said it. We scored enough. Defensively, he's got to get his defense, and he calls the defense, he's got to get his defense to play better.
Got to get this out there before we go to the next game. Only Otto Graham. Josh has now passed for 3 and run for 3 twice in his career. The only other person ever to do it was Otto Graham. I wasn't even born yet. 1954 NFL championship game, Cleveland Browns. That's it. That's a short list.
That's a pretty good list to be on.
That's an unbelievable list. All right, the Packers off a tough loss at home to the Philadelphia Eagles at Lambeau. To the Giants, where everything's different, right? New coach, interim coach Mike Kafka was offensive coordinator, assistant coach, new quarterback, Jameis Winston. So if you want 3 hours of fun, you watch Jameis. Devin Singletary, one-time Buffalo Bill, takes it in for a touchdown. Giants, Packers tied late, second quarter, 13-all, early third. Jordan Love, Josh Wiley. Better cover him while he's open. 19-13 missed extra points. There are a lot of missed extra points in this game.
Yeah.
And then, look at Jameis. Not even Jameis could have bent that on 4th and 3. Can't get out of there. Micah Parsons in there for the sack. Giants going for it late third on 4th and 3. Just over 9 minutes to go in the game. Jameis, Isaiah Hodgins. Yeah. We like Jameis. He's fun for the whole family. He runs it up the middle for a touchdown. 20-19 G-Men.
Jameis provided a spark for the offense, and I thought he played well. Would it be enough?
Jackson Dart, Jameis.
Everybody's
having a good time. Under 6 minutes to go. Love, pressure, off the back foot, but heaves it to Savion Williams. Rookie, makes the catch.
Really good job by Love giving this guy an opportunity to make a 50-50 play, and Williams did it.
And then over 4 minutes to go in the game, Love to Watson, Christian Watson. And they're different when he's back there.
Unbelievable. He's a speed guy, but way to go upstairs and get it and then get 2 feet down.
27-20 Green Bay. Now, 40 seconds to go. Jameis. Well, you're going to get it. To Evan Williams, the pick.
It's just a miss, Boom. The receiver stopped inside. He expected the receiver to go to the outside. Miscommunication, and you expect that from a guy that hadn't played a lot.
Well, Jameis has one more chance, but I mean, you're asking for a lot. Your own 35, and you're not asking for Micah Parsons to hit you from behind, or Rashawn Gary, etc. But the Giants tried. How about this? Micah Parsons is 9-0 lifetime against the Giants in his career, all those Dallas wins.
The Yankees had Mariano Rivera. The Packers have Micah Parsons.
They do, and so the Packers win it 27-20, so they get the road win. Green Bay up to 6-3-1, and the Giants are now 2-9 despite the good effort. Matt LaFleur happy to be back in the W column.
Extremely happy with the win. We definitely didn't make it easy on ourselves, but bottom line is we overcame a lot of adversity and found a way, and that's sometimes what it takes in this league.
All of us collectively can do one small thing to continue to get better, to finish this game, and I think that's the important thing. We're right there at the end of it. We just have to finish the game, and we'll find a way to finish because it's required to finish in this league.
He's candid. He's got an arm.
Very honest.
Yep, we love him. J.J. McCarthy, only his fifth start. Remember, he was a hero on the opening Monday night for the Vikings against the Bears, against Caleb Williams, pulling rabbits out of hats late all the time. Pass to Justin Jefferson by McCarthy. Kevin Byard, Bears' best turnover team in football.
Without a doubt, leading the league, Byard has been a godsend back there in the secondary.
Bears get a field goal off it, and it's a 10-3 Chicago lead on the road in Minnesota. McCarthy looking for Jordan Addison, last minute of the half. Nashawn Wright, what a pick. The Bears, this is what they do.
Yeah, and JJ just a little off, underthrowing these balls. Got to give his guy an opportunity to make a play. You can't do it on the underthrown ball.
All right, so now we're fourth quarter. Vikings are down 16 to 3. But their special team stepped in. Both clubs had good special team performances in the return game. This is Miles Price, and was he right? He goes a little left, and he's got a seam. He's going to go 43 yards, just what McCarthy and the Vikings needed. Down to the 24, now 2nd and 2 down to the 16. Jordan Mason. He's through quickly off right tackle, touchdown, 16-10 game. You expected this would be close. A little over a minute to play. Bears trying to close in on McCarthy, but he finds Jalen Naylor. 16 yards, Vikings in the red zone. Next play, McCarthy. He wins. He won at Michigan. He beat the Bears earlier, and he hits Addison for a touchdown with 50 seconds left, 17-16 Minnesota. But remember, Devin Duvernay did this well with the Baltimore Ravens. Well, he's doing it pretty well with the Bears. Duvernay going across, and there's a hole, and he could go a large part of the way, 56 yards. Bears have a chance. Kevin O'Connell said, oh no. Cairo Santos, 48 yards for the win. Yeah, he squeezed it through. Just found the fairway on the left side. But the Chicago Bears, they get turnovers and they win games late. Chicago 19, Minnesota 17. Yet once again, the 5th time down in the last 2 minutes that they've come back to win. Caleb Williams engineering another one.
We have so much talent. We have so much belief. We have so much of a great coaching staff and, all these different things. And there's not a time for me that I want to maximize the most than when I'm out here with these guys. And so having the killer instinct in those moments is really important to me and for us as a team because like I said, we got the coaching staff, we got the players, we got the talent. We just have to go out there and do it.
Definitely frustration, we only scored 1 touchdown the whole entire game. Really only got there down there one time, and that was off of a special teams play. So, the frustrations are there. It happens. It's part of football, a part of growing, and a part of figuring things out. We just got to do better all around.
So the Bears were 0-2, new coach Ben Johnson, and they're now 7-1 since. Yeah, they win all these close games. Sooner or later, it's going to run out. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
when you do things like that, everybody, including special teams return men, number 40 on the roster, or number 41, we can win this. Why don't I contribute? It's contagious. You know it better than me.
Boom, there's something to be said for being comfortable in uncomfortable situations. And they are. Their entire team is. Special teams make a play. Defense was outstanding. They ran the football over 100 yards today between Swift and Monangai. And the quarterback, although he was not perfect, he can make big plays when he needs to. And then the defense has been outstanding for Chicago. And I think they understand that the sum of our parts all together, we each have to pull our own weight. And they did that today. And they get confident when the game is tight and it's clutch time. They know somebody's going to make a play. Today it was Duvernay, set up the game-winning field goal, And Ben Johnson has enthused a level of confidence that, it's not if we're going to do it. We can do it, and you see him playing that way.
Well, yeah, Detroit is yet to play. Obviously, that's the night game as we're on live
Right.
now. They're at Philadelphia. But the Chicago Bears are 7-3 and could end the whole weekend in first place. By the way, 22 turnovers they forced. They're plus 16.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, that's really good. Packers. We okay with them? They don't wow you like they did the first couple games of the year. Where do we stand with the Pack in your mind?
They don't wow you. The quarterback played better than the stats show today. They can't run the football, although Josh Jacobs got hurt a little bit. The running game has kind of been struggling. Defensively, they've been outstanding. The defensive coordinator, Jeff Hafley, has been amazing. The offense scored more points today, but boom, when you can hold teams to 17, 13, 16, 20 points, and then you got the ultimate Mariano Rivera, Dennis Eckersley on the football field, and Michael Parsons to close you out, they're going to win a lot of football games. I have confidence. Matt LaFleur is a really good coach. I think Jordan Love is a really good quarterback at times. If they can put the consistency of the offense together, they're going to be a tough outcome January.
Three teams with formidable records in that division. Green Bay now 6-3, much kind of like the NFC West. Meanwhile, two teams above 6-3 Chargers, 1-3 in a row at 5-4 Jacksonville, off a stunning loss. And they coughed up a 19-point lead last week. But Jacksonville at home. And the Chargers don't even want to remember that playoff game in this park, but unfortunately, maybe they did. This is Bayshul Tootin. That's right, down 3-0. Tootin gets to the 5, and then he's rooting Tootin right here. That's a big hole. 7-3 Jacksonville, everyone into the pool. Early second quarter, same score. Trevor Lawrence, Dante Jackson. So Chargers, they play D. They like to play close to the vest. And the Chargers have the ball in Jacksonville territory. Second quarter, Justin Herbert. Josh Hines Allen. We know he's a really good player. We haven't seen much in the stat sheet sack-wise.
They're good to see him show up today in the stat sheet.
Well, we did today. He's the all-time leader of the Jags at sack lead to 56. Charger kick a field goal, 7-6. They hold him to that. Lawrence to Johnny Munt. Munt goes down to the 16, and then a real good season for Travis Etienne. Muscles in for the score, 14-6 Jags at the half.
Good to see him bounce back. He's being more physical this season, and Liam Cohen is running him more between the tackles.
Well, the Jags, like we said, this is a team that they beat San Francisco, they beat the Chiefs, and now Lawrence to Jacoby Myers made a trade for him before the deadline. He's contributing.
He just got there. I hope he likes the pool.
21, he's in it, 21 yards, and Lawrence, not a dive over where they can hit the ball, but he's through. 21-6. Jaguars. Now, fourth quarter. Lawrence fakes the pitch that Tim Patrick with a touchdown. 28-6. And the route was on. Herbert, chunk play. He's a fine lad, that lad McConkey, but Antonio Johnson reading it all the way. He's got a convoy. Down to the 13-yard line. The defense helped set up another, and the Jags win going away. 35-6. They have 5 November games, Booger. This is their only one at home, so they cashed in on home cooking. And Josh Hines Allen and the Jags are 6-4.
Like, being pissed off was great for us because we lost in the way we lost, especially to a team. So, like, at that current moment, we needed to play pissed off. I think being pissed off kind of made people focus on their details, focus on what I have to come into this building and do. Maybe I have to come up earlier and get extra treatment. Maybe I have to do more studying. Maybe I have to be in the playbook a little bit more. Maybe I have to study something differently. I did something, I think that put more focus on everybody has to be where they need to be. And if that's the focus that we have moving forward, man, we'll be a tough team to beat.
They got good defensive players, and the two tackles are out with the Chargers, and they knew that, and they feasted on them. Now let's go to the NFC West. Let's start with the Niners first. Niners against Arizona on the road, and Brock Purdy is back. And before he can even make his first start since week 4, this is Sky Moore. Remember him, Chiefs? The sky's the limit. Could go all the way. Down at the 1, but they'll take it. 98-yard return. Next play, guess who? Christian McCaffrey. Just a nice way to start the game, like seconds in, 7-0.
Everybody's contributing, special teams and in the running game.
Under a minute, under 10 minutes, first quarter. Purdy Good pocket. How good is that to George Kittle?
Man, they've been waiting on that. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. We're better than pretty good. Very good. 13-0 to miss extra point. Purdy to McCaffrey up 13-7. Now it's, well, at the half it's 25-10. So McCaffrey has run for one. He's caught one. Now, Jacoby Brissett. I mean, an unbelievable game with him. Except I say that, and he's picked by Diamador Lenoir. I still like saying Lenoir.
Yeah,
because Montreal is playing at the Grey Cup.
It's French. I like
and
it.
so look at 64 yards. He's one of the names they've had to replace a lot of names, right? Injury and salary-wise. Robert Saleh's D playing great. Purdy to Kittle. It's the way it's supposed. They're bouncing back after they got beat by the Rams.
Without a doubt, good bounce back. Good to get Kittle back involved. He's having a bounce back season after the injury.
You know, we're not going to show enough of these, but there's an NFL record set by Jacoby Brissett. 47 completions. That's right, 47 completions. That's a starter going in baseball 15 innings. Now they're way behind. Purdy to McCaffrey makes a beautiful catch. First down Niners. And just in case Arizona was thinking of coming back, McCaffrey said, nah, I'm going to get my third touchdown. Purdy threw for 200. He looked good running the ball, too.
Looked good running the ball. He looks healthy as we go past the midpoint in the season.
And Adam Boyd and Mac Jones, I guess he was 5-3.
Yes,
You do that as a backup starter? Yeah. Now, 7-2 Seattle at 7-2 Rams. Teams each on a 4-game winning streak. Teams each bringing defense. Cooper Kupp, now a Seahawk, of course, back in L.A. Sam Darnold, first quarter, let me look for Kupp, and off the back foot. Cameron Kinchins. There was heat in the Kinchins. He's down to the 3. And then, we said everybody eats. Yeah, but that's not what they had in mind in this game.
No.
And then Kyron Williams scores at 7-0 Rams right like that. Late first, Williams. Breaks the tackle. Down to the 1, keeping the drive alive on 4th and 1. After Seattle stopped them earlier on a 4th and 1. A couple plays later, Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams. A lot of people don't know he has the most touchdown catches thus far. Hey. By the way, it's his 1,000th career catch.
That's pretty good.
Congratulations. Darnold, Jackson Smith and Jigba over 1,000 yards receiving. Crazy catch with one hand. Look, Ma, one hand.
Boom. Who needs 2 when 1 will do?
So they get a field goal. 3 field goals by Myers. Seattle's in the game at 14-9, but Kitchens again. Oh my goodness, cooking up everything. Returns at 22 yards. 4 Ram interceptions against Sam Darnold. This is the team that tortured him when he was with the Vikings last year, sacking him 9 times in the playoffs. 4th quarter. Stafford, Colby Parkinson, one-time Seahawk. Breaks the tackle 21-12, so now they're up by 9, 2 scores. 3 minutes to go. Darnold rolling to Kupp at the 1. Seattle threatening. 2nd and goal from the 1. Kenneth Walker, he's in. I mean, they might win the game getting picked off 4 times, and they're only down 21-19.
It's possible.
Forces a 3-and-out. Rams punting. Watch this. Ethan Evans punts. The Shaheed lets it go because it's going to go in the end zone. The ultimate coffin corner. You can't do it any better.
Unbelievable play. It's the only time I like punters when they do that.
Well, out at the 1 line. Now 5 seconds to go. Well, that was quick. Darnold to Rashid Shaheed. Maybe a chance, but I mean, it's a 61-yard field goal. I don't care if it's inside or whatever. Myers can do it. That's his career high. The kick is up, and it's off to the right. Don't know if it would have made it over the post anyway. So, 2 of the best in the business, I would say. Sean McVay with the game planning that he does and continues to success. Mike McDonald, defense is unreal, but the Rams win this one, and they've won 5 in a row. 21-19, Devontae Adams liking his digs with the Rams.
I think we played kind of an average league game of football. It wasn't like it was the worst of all time, but to our standard, it definitely was not there. But, I mean, it makes you feel even better knowing that, you can play like crap, like what we feel like on offense and still come out with a victory against a really good team.
Well, look, I mean, these two defenses were outstanding. The Rams closed unbelievably. Seattle, to even stay in the game, and it was 14 points early they gave up for them to even be in the game. These teams going in, let's see, we're 17-9. They're both 7-2. They'll be seeing each other later in the year. Kudos to the Rams. And by the way, for Devontae, Taco Bell for everybody.
I think these are two of the best teams in football. I was waiting on this matchup to see could the Rams match the Seahawks' physicality, and they could. They ran the football. They averaged almost 4 yards a carry running the football. He was outstanding up front. They matched the physicality. Offensively, boom, Stafford only threw for 130 yards. This was defense, 4 interceptions. This was the physicality in the running game, and this was taking your game and saying, you know what? To Devontae Adams' point, we didn't have our A game. But because our team is really good, special teams-wise, our defense, the front seven is outstanding. They can run the football. They can be physical. And even when our quarterback only throws for 130 yards, we can beat one of the better teams in football. I thought this was a really good victory for the Rams' psyche because Seattle had been so dominant physically so far this season.
Well, you know, the Rams coming in +7 in turnovers. That's coming in.
Yeah.
Seattle -4. That doesn't mean it happens all the time, but that's a big difference. And by the way, it spelled a difference in today's game.
Without a doubt. Turnovers and explosive plays are always the huge indicator. And if you're Seattle, you feel really good about your defense. Sam Darnold has been really good all season. He has to realize that in the biggest games, he can't turn the football over, especially against this defense. Remember when he was with the Vikings? He got sacked 100 times.
Yes, he did.
So the last 2 times he's seen this defense, he's played too fast. He's got to learn to settle down in the bigger games.
Well, they'll see each other again, and Rams next week play Tampa Bay. That's a good one. Bengals, Steelers. Remember the Bengals beat them earlier in the year with Joe Flacco out-dueling Aaron Rodgers, a pair of 40-something quarterbacks, and say, hey, how you been? Here's Aaron at home. It's Joe's 200th career start.
That means you've been around a while.
By the way, he still looks great throwing the ball, right? Rodgers to Kenneth Gainwell, and he gains really well because that's a touchdown, and 7-0 Pittsburgh. Steelers lead 7-6, 30 seconds left in the half, and then this Darnell Washington, where is he? It doesn't matter where he is because they're not going to foul. But Rodgers takes a tough hit here.
Yeah, without a doubt. You got to realize when you're that old, you don't want to get hit. The wrist, the head, everything gets slammed down. He was down and he wouldn't get up. Boom.
Couple of flags on the Bengals in this game. Mason Rudolph would warm up and he would play the rest of the game. 10-6 Steelers at the half. Flacco. T. Higgins. Oh, picked up by Kyle Duggar, the one-time Patriots. Duggar digs in. Makes a cut, heads to the pylon, 73 yards. He's got 4 defensive touchdowns in his career, and Steelers lead 20-9. That's the way it's supposed to look.
Yeah, Steelers defense scoring.
Kendall Milton up the middle for no gain. Now look, Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase said later. Ramsey said, Chase spit at me. Ramsey threw punch, so he's thrown out. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's video showing that Chase spit on Ramsey. I'm sure the league's going to come in. Don't be surprised if we get a suspension there, Boom.
So back to the game. There was a field goal and a 20-12. And Rudolph a little early for the sleigh.
Test drive.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, they went. Yeah, he had a little test drive from Pittsburgh to Cincinnati, maybe. Rudolph to Gainwell. Gainwell said, okay, I got you. Donner blitzing 28 yards. Again, early. Rudolph, Gainwell. Hey, look, he knows what he's doing. He's been around, and he certainly knows what's going on. That's
We're getting close, Boom. We're getting close.
You know, if you're a youngster, we just had Halloween. You can't wait to this one, right? And so the Steelers win 34-12. Mason Rudolph comes in relief and wins 2 defensive touchdowns, as you saw, for the Steelers. Ravens, Browns, Baltimore, as you know, 1-4 start. Can they be 5-5? At Cleveland, they beat handily early this year. Lamar, second game back. Keaton Mitchell, ball pops in the air. Devin Bush. Hey, Cleveland beat the Packers in there. You never know. 13-3.
Browns, and although that one is going to go on Lamar, it was clearly tipped. but they all count, Boom.
Late, 5 minutes ago, second quarter, Derrick Henry in the end zone, 16-10, but Cleveland still up. Now look, Myles Garrett goes, wait, we have a lead? Oh, we have a lead? Oh, I like this. What did he have? 3 sacks in the first half, 4 for the game?
4 sacks on the day, 15 for the year. He's leading the Defensive Player of the Year race.
Browns lead 16-10 at the half. Dylan Gabriel out. Shadur Sanders is in. That's right. 3rd and 8. Right.
Yeah.
Well, Kyle Hamilton says, welcome to the NFL.
Yeah, welcome.
And Browns up 16-10, though. Sanders looking for Judge Judy. Uh-oh. Nate Wiggins. Played really well for them. Rough start for Sanders, but the Browns are still up 16-10. Under 4 to go in the game. We're tied at 16. 3rd and 1. You're going to give it to Derrick Henry. Look at Cleveland's defense. They play great every game.
They play hard, Boom. They always, especially at home.
4th and 1 for John Harbaugh. Oh, going to go to Mark Andrews. Oh, but we're not pushing it. We're sweeping it. Who knew? Andrews runs, he scampers for the touchdown. And the Ravens take the lead, 23-16. Shadur downfield. Gage Larvadan can't pull it in.
And yeah, Shadur needed a little help right there by Larvadan. Really good job, though, of sticking the hand in by the defender there and getting it knocked out.
Awuzie with the big breakup. Next Browns play. Looking for David Njoku, but they don't. 4 of 16 for Shadur off the bench. Gabriel hurt, as we said. And so the Baltimore Ravens were 1-4. They're 5-5. And in that division, nobody's running away with it. Keep it in mind. Now, huge game. The Chiefs 3rd place. Denver's won 7 in a row. They're 5-0 at home. And the Chiefs are 5-4. Broncos 7-2. Patrick Mahomes, that Denver defense, as good as there is in football, has to throw it away, and only field goals in the first half. 6-6 before the half. 3rd quarter. Mahomes, can he get a pocket? Being chased out. They're all so athletic and quick up there. All picked off by Jaquan McMillan. Not McMillan and wife, McMillan and husband. 63-yard return. Remember that show? And the Broncos get called for unsportsmanlike conduct on Coach Payton in the way of the ring.
And you know what, Boom? That's a good call because the referees need to wipe so they can run down and officiate the game, but Sean was in the way. But that was funny.
Inadvertent, but they keep the ball. Bo Nix. Offense has been the question for a team that's won 7 in a row. Not there. That's Troy Franklin, 35 yards. Second to go for the Broncos, Jaleel McLaughlin. You know that Dobbins is out for the year. The Bronco bash. 13-6 Broncos, like 70 degrees out there today.
Nice and balmy.
Now, 3rd and 7, Chiefs own 28. Tyquan Thornton. There you go. Mahomes, 61 yards. He took a big hit. He was hit hard today.
The Denver pass rush sacked him. They hit him all day long. That's what you do against a premier quarterback. You have to make him feel you.
Kareem Hunt off of the big pass later in the drive on 3rd one. It's a touchdown. We're tied at 13. Now, 10 minutes left in the game. How many times they're going to win it? Because Mahomes and Travis Kelce had done this 8 million times. Kelce passing Priest Holmes, most touchdowns, Chiefs history. Congrats. Broncos blocked the extra point. 19-16 Chiefs. Under 4 to go. We're tied at 19. McMillan sacks Mahomes. Knicks on the sideline say, yeah, that's my defense. Under a minute left. Knicks to Franklin. Oh, between defenders. 32 yards. Will Lutz kicked the long tying field goal. And the long-time kicker for Sean Payton with the Saints, 35 yards. One of the biggest games they've had in Denver in a long, long time. The Denver Broncos, who not so long ago lost 16 straight to the Chiefs. They've won 3 of their last 4, and more importantly, they're the team. They're 8-2. And the Kansas City Chiefs are 5-5, and Andy Reid off a bye never loses. But he did on this day, 22-5. But Denver was good enough to beat that number to beat. They'll play again late in the year. But the Denver Broncos, they're again. You know what they did? They took that win in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And what have they won? 5 in a row, 6 in a row since then. They took it like New England took that win in Buffalo, and they haven't lost since, right? They've taken it and put it in their pocket, and it's rocket fuel now.
You have to have a foundation that you can always count on. The Broncos can count on their defense and their pass rush. They know that no matter who they play, the defense and the pass rush is going to show up. And so now that gives Sean Payton something to build off of, especially when the offense struggled. The quarterback is not perfect yet. It's his second year. But you saw the best of Bo Nix today. I thought he was poised. He made some accurate throws down the field. He didn't turn the football over, boom. And for him, I think if you're Sean Payton and you can manufacture offense because you trust what you do and how you do it, this was an important win mentally for the Broncos because now you know that you can beat the defending champs of this division.
When you need to.
When you need to at your place. And to me, that means more important than the score. The psyche and the confidence, because this is a young team, and I think Sean Payton will hang this on the wall and let them know we can beat anybody, anywhere, anytime.
This sounds excuse, and it's not. I'm just pointing it out. You wonder at what point, and that's not what we're seeing. The Chiefs could have won this game. They've been to the championship game or farther every year since 2018. The reason I say that is that's a lot of football. I understand a lot of players have changed over. But that's a lot of football. That's not the reason they didn't win this. That's not the reason they're 5-5. But they're going to have to dig deep like they haven't dug before just to get in. They're not going to win the division.
Boom, it's really simple. They're 5-5. They got the Colts next week. The Colts have been the best team in the AFC, coming off a bye. So the Colts are going to be rested, ready to go, and the same warts that the Broncos showed from the Chiefs, the Colts are going to try to do the same thing. They're going to rush the passer. They're going to get after the quarterback. And let's not forget, the most explosive offense in football this year resides in Indianapolis. So they got a tough road to hoe in Kansas City.
They do. They're going to have to dig really deep off a bye. They lost the game that they've been pointing at all year. Congratulations to the Broncos. Well earned. All right, now, where we want to go here? Oh, we're going to Madrid. So, we're going to Spain. We've never had a game, and the rain in Spain is falling on the Dolphins and Washington. Oh, with a little salsa music. Good job there, Jimmy. And 2 quarterbacks from Honolulu. You know how far Honolulu to Madrid is? It's like 10,000 miles.
That's a long way.
Marcus Mariota. Oh, Debo. Whoa. One more for the road for Debo. The road went to Spain. Washington leads 13-6, trying to end their losing streak. Tua, the Jalen Waddle. Miami looking like a team.
Finally.
They beat, they won last week against Buffalo, 31 yards, 4th and goal. Tua, Bobby Wagner. Still doing it, folks.
Hall of Famer Boone still doing it this many years in the league.
4th down, he knocks it away. Now 13-6, 4th quarter. Tua, the Devon Achane, who excelled last week against the Bills, down to the 1. Ollie Gordon, the second, punches it in. 13-13 in Spain.
No salsa.
We're looking at penalty kick. I don't know. Mariota. Marcus. He played pretty well.
He played really well, Boom, except for one play in this game.
Which is coming. They scramble for a first down. 44-yard pickup by Mariota. 4th and goal at the 1. Everybody was 4th and goal at the 1 the whole time. Zach Ertz stumbled. Incomplete. Now, under 2 to go in the game. 4th and goal from the 1. Did I tell you? Gordon is stuffed.
Nobody likes field goals anymore, Boone.
Well, you know what? They gambled and but I'm not saying it's nuts. Under 2 minutes to go, Mariota to Jacoby Jones. 25 yards. Commanders in field goal range. Matt Gay, 56 yards. He's all right. He made it. 50, it made it. We're going to overtime. Washington wins the toss. First play. Play action. Mariota. Oh, no. Oh, no. Jack Jones, not the old singer, but Jack Jones makes the big play.
A really good play by Jones. Mariota's trying to force the football to Zach Ertz one too many times.
And so that's deep. Riley Patterson with a chip shot, 29 yards. The only thing I didn't figure out in this game is in Spain, if you threw the challenge flag, which is red, Did the Matadors and the Bulls come out? Man, just wondering. I didn't see it. I'd be afraid because here they come. Yeah, just wondering. And the Spanish audience enjoyed everything they saw. They got extra football. All right, something to ponder. And I don't mean Christian ponder. All right, Falcons, Panthers. Falcons. They're I don't know. They're screwball. They're like pretty good, but could have beat the Colts last week. They don't take the bye coming back from Germany. Bijan punches it in. Tyler Algier, a handoff. 21-7 Atlanta. They're ahead of Carolina, who they lost to 30-0 early this year. Early third, Bryce Young. Xavier Legette. He loves the horses. Don't get a 2-point conversion. It's 21-16. Carolina within 5 in Atlanta. Michael Penix off the blitz. Injured.
Yeah, really good job by Carolina all day long. They brought pressure on Penix. He was down, boom, he wouldn't get up, he wouldn't come back.
We saw everybody today. So Kirk Cousins is going to come in. But meanwhile, Bryce Young, literally a career day. Young to Jatavian Sanders. First down on 4th and 4. Drive continues. Young to the rookie. Looking for Teteroa McMillan. He's got him. Go ahead, touchdown. They get the 2 points, 27-24. Panthers? Now, Falcons have the ball at the 44. Kirk Cousins. Bijan Robinson mustards his way for 11 yards. 21 seconds left. Zane Gonzalez. Prices and kickers are in Zane. It's a 45-yard field goal. We're tied at 27. We're going to overtime. In overtime, 8 minutes to go. Falcons have it. Punt. Young. Tommy Tremble. He makes the Falcons tremble. The 5 guys, Booger, had a chance at him. He turns it into a huge game. And then Ryan Fitzgerald, on the 50-year week of the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald, Ryan Fitzgerald is going to try to win the game with a field goal. And guess what? No gale winds, no waves, and a win. Carolina swept the Falcons. The Falcons just continue to befuddle. They lose another game. They've lost 5 straight. And what about Bryce Young? 448 yards throwing. That's a Panther record, breaking Cam Newton's record.
Bryce Young was outstanding. Boom. What about the Panthers? An outstanding season. And dare I say, they're right there with the Bucs in the NFC South.
6-5.
Absolutely.
Good for them. Good for Gabe Canales and Bryce Young, and they've stuck with the program. Titans, Texans. Houston started 0-3. Can they get to 5-5? They came from way back with backup quarterback Davis Mills last week. He's playing again. Cam Ward to Chig Okonkwo, 16 yards, set him up for a 56-yard field goal. That was the scoring in the first half. 3-0.
Not a lot.
Thriller. It was a thriller. Davis Mills. Honey Nut Cheerios for everybody. General Mills. I love that cereal. Jaden Higgins, 23 yards. They're down to the 1. Mills to Nico Collins, 7-6. Houston. Blackjack, hit me.
Real barn burner here, you know.
Yeah, it's a barn burner. 3 minutes to go in the game. We thought. Ward. Cam Ward, Tennessee's won 1 game. Can they? Well, maybe. Well, just maybe. What do you think? Maybe.
Maybe. Just
had a bye.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he down to the 35 to Chig Okonkwo and getting chiggy with it. Down to the 10. Titans. Scoring position. Ward. Van Jefferson. We're tied at 13. We remember the Titans. Under a minute to go. Texans at the 42. Mills. Collins. 17. Into Tennessee territory. 30 seconds to go. Woody Marks. Up the middle 9 yards. Field goal position. Matthew Wright. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. He's going to try to kick a 35-yarder. Look, this won't be one that you put in the Pro Football Hall of Fame this game, but it's one that the Texans can put in the win column, and they win it. They even their record at 5-5. They beat the Titans 16-13, and the Titans are now 1-9, losers of 5 straight. So again, Houston 5-5, Baltimore 5-5, back from the depths. More on the Ravens in a little bit, who struggled today, as you saw. The Kansas City Chiefs are 5-5. We talked some about them, but they need their biggest stars, especially on defense, if that's the right word, to all of a sudden, here's a sack and a loose ball on a short field. They gave up, about 60 yards rushing. I mean, their defense is really good. But Buffalo did a good job on them a couple weeks ago, and now they lose at Denver, and I don't see, and I'm sure Coach Reed would agree with me on this, and so would Spags Boog, the game-changing plays, at least not yet. But, quote, you like to steal from Yogi, it's getting late here early.
Well, no doubt, Boom. And in the biggest games, your best players have to play the best. That's how great teams become great. Chris Jones, Nick Bolton, George Karlaftis, Trent McDuffie. Those are the guys that we're used to making plays. Haven't seen a lot of plays from those guys. Offensively, I still hear Mahomes. I still hear Kelsey. I still hear some of those names. I think if Kansas City is going to make a run, they're 5-5 and they got the Colts next. If they're going to make a run, their defense is going to have to lead them and step it up a notch. I need to see game-changing plays from Chris Jones. I don't know if he's got 5 sacks total yet this season.
I don't know.
I need to see game-changing plays, turnovers from your defense. It's not good enough that your defense is just good. Can it be dominant? Think about how they went on a Super Bowl run a couple times. Not because of the offense, because Spags had the defense going to another level. So they got to get those guys to step up. I think they can, but I think you said it best. It's a lot of tread on those tires. It's a lot of tread on them tires. And at some point, how many good snaps, how many great snaps does the body have in it? And I think that's something, if you're a Chiefs fan, you have to realistically ask yourself, are we asking too much of the same guys year after year after year after year?
Well, yeah. I mean, not that they are. That's who they have.
Yeah, that's it.
And Pat will have a big game or two real soon. Maybe it's next week against the Colts. I mean, look, we could read schedules. After that, they got Dallas, Houston. Well, they got the Chargers again. They got Denver. Look, what do we? If they're 5-5, can they get 10 wins? Can they go 5-2? They can.
That's the number. I think realistically, they got to get to 10. I think it's a race to 10 because I think they're going to be battling, unless something drastic happens, they're going to be battling for the 6th or 7th seed.
Right.
And so I think they got to get 9 minimum, most likely 10. Can they go 5-2 with the schedule? Absolutely. Is it going to be easy? Their margin for error is very slim. A twisted ankle, rain, weather, like something. If they have backed themselves into a corner where they have no margin for error, and I think if you're Andy Reid, you got to understand. You got to realistically tell your team, hey, our playoffs are starting now. Because if we lose 1 or 2, like it's over.
Yep.
Very similar to what the Ravens felt like at 1-5. Their playoffs started, and now they've reeled off. Now the Ravens are 5.
Well, they're 5-5. They struggled at Cleveland. It was hardly like, well, there they are.
Yeah.
But defensively, with the move with Hamilton and some of the moves they've made, and the beauty they have. Look, Kansas City's looking up at Denver.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a long way from the Denver Broncos, who are sitting at 9-2.
Yeah.
They're looking up at what? At Pittsburgh, who they play twice.
Yep.
The Ravens, the next couple of games, it's a 3-game homestand. Jets, Cincy, then Pittsburgh. So they could get to 7-5 before they play the Steelers, and if they beat, no, they're not looking at up a team at 9-2. Their margin for error, even though they haven't played anything close to what they think they could, is much larger than the Chiefs.
To your point, in 3 weeks, the Ravens could look up and be in first place.
Yes.
Easily.
Yes.
With a 3-week homestand, they could look up and be in first place. And I think now we start to understand why all the sports books, even when the Ravens were 1-5, had them favored to win the North. 1, because they believed that the Ravens' talent eventually would win out. And 2, they didn't believe in the old man in Pittsburgh and that offense because at some point, water always finds its level. It always finds its level, Boom. And I think the level is being found both in Pittsburgh and in Baltimore. Now, the key for Baltimore will be, can they continue it? The hardest part of the NFL is consistency. How consistent can you be week in and week out? And now I think if you're John Harbaugh, he would take, after the start, he would take where he is right now, going home with 3 in a row at home.
I know for sure that he would. And, Lamar hasn't been, well, look, he's capable of winning a game or two by himself. We know that. We know what the Ravens are. What nobody knew was that the Patriots, they play a fourth place. So what? As Mike Vrabel said, they won the NFC South. They beat all the teams
They did.
there.
They won.
Now they're trying to win the AFC
Yeah.
East. They're 9-2. Again, they took that win over Buffalo and in Buffalo, and they haven't been headed. And they have a lot of parts, starting with what impresses me most about Drake May, and you can try. We know that he could throw a deep ball. We knew that. And a couple turnovers here and there, but he's confident, not cocky. And he throws a great intermediate ball to me.
I think you're right on the money, Boone. We all talk about the deep ball, but it's the intermediate accuracy of his passes that allowed them to move the chains. They run the football well. They're very physical. And his ability to continue to have touch on those intermediate throws and layer the football, I think it's something that opens up the playbook for offensive coordinator Josh McDaniel.
Of course, they didn't play. They beat the Jets on Thursday. And then, New England, Bengals, Giants, Bills again, Baltimore, Jets, Miami. Hey, look, we finished fourth last year, said New England. So give us the schedule. Let's see what we can do with it. Mike Vrabel, et cetera. And defensively, they seem to be even a play they give up, they haven't allowed an individual running back over 60 yards yet this year. What does that tell you?
Number one rush defense in football. They make you one-dimensional. Their defensive line sets the edge better than any defensive line in football. And so now, when I can make you one-dimensional, I can dictate to you how you play. Both teams, or most teams in the National Football League, want to be able to dictate to the defense. Run, pass, when we do it, how we do it. New England dictates to the offense how you're going to play. Coming in, you probably can't run the football on us. And so now it turns into a passing game. That play sheet shrinks. So they do a really good job of making every team that they play left-handed.
And even little things. They have a kick at a punt return this year.
Yeah.
I mean, their specials are good.
Yeah.
Their offense and defense speaks for itself. Well, we're going to speak for ourselves with game balls because there are a couple of quarterbacks that spoke for themselves on this.
Without a doubt. And one I couldn't be more proud of because a lot of people thought he was on his way out of the league, but he's proven that if you continue to work at it, continue to do the right things, that you can improve. And Bryce Young has been outstanding, Boom. And I thought today was one of, if not the best day of his career statistically, maybe overall play-wise. He was outstanding. 31 of 45, 448 yards, 3 touchdowns. Unbelievable. He even ran the football a little bit, Boom, but I thought the accuracy, the leadership, the playmaking ability, the body language, because as a quarterback, your body language has to exude confidence, and it did. Great day. Tremendous day by Bryce Young.
Look, we've seen this from Josh Allen before. In a game that exchanged leads 9 times with Tampa Bay, he had to be Superman. He ran for 3. He threw for 3 for the second time in his career, as we said earlier. Only Otto Graham in 1954, the Hall of Famer, 10 years, 10 championship games for Otto Graham, by the way, did that. And maybe, I don't know, he had a little extra oomph because on Tuesday, that's my coat and that's at Josh's locker. Now, what was I doing there? I'll explain. I'm not snooping. I was up to interview Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas and Steve Tasker about the Ralph and their memories and this, and we did the interview in the Bills locker room. I said, well, you know what, there's Josh's locker. Why don't I put it's snowing, I bring a winter coat at Buffalo in November, okay, which is fine. Why don't I hang the coat there? I don't know if that helped him at all. Apparently it didn't hurt him. That's what I'm most pleased about it. Josh knows that he's a big fan of what Bobby Boucher, he can do it.
It's amazing when you show up at these places and leave the good juju teams. They start. And plus, you're the unofficial mayor of Buffalo too. Like it's you and then the real mayor.
No. The real mayor. They do a great job, and I wouldn't want it any other way. This new stadium got in the new stadium, by the way. They're going to figure the winds out. It's open air. It's grass.
I hear it's going to be grass.
It's going to be grass. It is. It's grass, but it's open air. A lot of the fans will be covered. That thing has stood since 1973.
Yeah.
That's the year O.J. had 2,000 yards. It's that far back. That was the first year in there in AstroTurf, which, in the 70s, pretty hard stuff. At any rate, we digress, Josh. Your locker looked great. I cleaned it up for you, and apparently you cleaned up in the win over the Buccaneers. All right, Sunday Night Football, pretty good game.
Yeah.
Real good. Detroit at Philly. Maybe one of those two in the Super Bowl, very, very possibly. And we had Rudolph, right, Mason Rudolph, and we don't know the injury on Aaron Rodgers yet, a little early, and Michael Christmas Eves is going to do the highlights for this. Michael, welcome to NFL Primetime.
All right, Boom, a little while before we get to the season of giving, but the Eagles looking to give their fans a win over the Lions on Sunday night. First drive of the game for Detroit. Jared Goff's pass deflected by Jordan Davis, picked off by Cooper DeJean, returned for 21 yards. And check out how Davis gets his hands on that pass. Philly would take advantage with the field goal to take a 3-0 lead. Lane Johnson, leaving the game with a foot injury, would not return. Huge loss for that Eagles offensive line. Second quarter we go. Detroit down 6-0 now. Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. First down and then some. 34 yards on the play that sets up this. Goff to Jameson Williams. Down the left sideline into the end zone from 40 yards out. And then check out the celebration. Jumps on the goal post like a koala bear or something, gets a 15-yard penalty. You can't use props. The goal post is a prop. They would miss the PAT, game tied at 6. A minute to go before the half, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, gain of 11. That set up a field goal for the Eagles. A first and goal for the Eagles, and then Saquon into the end zone. But wait, did he actually get in? After review, you would notice he is down just short. So that would set up a little tush push with Jalen Hurts. Now they're in the end zone, and Philly led it at the break 13-6. Third quarter now. Eagles with the ball again. 3rd and 1. Another tush push, but there's a flag on the play. Philly gets called for a false start. But check out what happened. Tyleik Williams lined up in the neutral zone. Tyler Steen is trying to point it out to the officials, but that causes the false start penalty on the Eagles, and so they would end up being forced to punt. So Detroit gets it back. They're going for it now on 4th and goal, and Dan Campbell's been doing it since he's been in Detroit. They've been doing it all season, but for this one, they can't convert again. 0 for 5 on 4th downs in this game. That's second most since Dan Campbell has been in Detroit. 3 minutes to go in the game. It's 16-6. Eagles, they try to do their own tush push. They can't convert. So the Lions would get it back. They get a field goal at 16-9. Eagles trying to close it out. Hurts cannot find Brown, but there's a flag for pass interference on Rocky Yassin. Seems a little ticky-tack, especially that point in the game, but the Eagles will take it. They get the win 16-9 over Detroit. Jalen Hurts, a very pedestrian day through the air, 135 yards. Saquon, though, 26 rushes. That's a season high for him, 83 yards. And Jared Goff, his lowest completion percentage of the season, 14 for 37. He led the league coming into this game.
All right, fellas, thank you very much. And that puts a capper booger on Week 11. And why is it interesting, Week 11? Because if you go all the way to the Super Bowl, we're really now at about the halfway point, at least for the two teams playing in it. Everybody else, we're past the halfway point. You want to keep playing football 21, 22 weeks? Get in. There's a message from some friends who care on NFL Primetime. For Booger, I'm Boomer. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you here next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you want it.